Okay, Mr. Lathan, you are suing Ms. Garcia, your ex-girlfriend, for $7,000 that you spent on her teeth and other beautifying things because she dumped you. All right, tell me what happened.
This is my ex-fiance. She defrauded me.
How?
She led me to believe she would marry me. And I spent this money because she was going to be my wife. And
How did you
I wanted
meet
her
her?
to be beautiful. We met on a dating app.
Okay.
And we hit it off right away. I thought she was living in LA because on her profile it said Los Angeles, but she was actually living in Buffalo and just wanted a ticket to LA, which I gladly paid for.
Oh, but now you're not so glad, though.
Now I'm not glad because I was defrauded.
So you two had a long-distance thing for how long before?
3 months.
All
Three
right,
months
and then,
long distance.
Okay, and when you say you bought her a ticket, was it to visit?
The first 6 tickets were to visit.
Okay.
I flew her out for a weekend. The first time, I put her in a beautiful hotel. I treated her well. The next time, she agreed to come to my house.
Okay.
So we stayed at my house for 6 visits.
Okay.
Then
And
things moved fast.
Well, it sounds like it. So
She was interested in me, and I was thrilled. So I moved her out, moved her in with me.
Okay, and you moved her in with you because the two of you got engaged?
Yes, I proposed after 6 months with
Okay.
her at my house, exactly,
Okay.
in Los Angeles.
So everything's going fine.
Yes.
She's living with you at your house in Los Angeles.
Yes.
And then what's the first thing that, according to you now, makes you uncomfortable? She asks for what?
First, she asked for her teeth, new veneers. She had to have them. And because I proposed, I wanted her to look beautiful at our wedding. I went and paid for them.
Okay.
Under the assumption she would be my wife.
Was she working?
No.
Your Honor,
No.
Hold on a second. You'll have the floor in
she's
a moment.
not working. She's
Okay.
enjoying Los Angeles. She wants to be a model, actress.
Okay.
So now she wants a Beverly Hills makeover.
Okay.
She wants stylist and hair and new clothes.
And did you pay for that?
Yes, but I was assuming it wasn't just a date. This is my fiance. We're engaged.
So it's like
to be
an
married.
investment.
Yes. it's
With
an-
no risk to you, because you're in court to sue for your investment.
There obviously was a risk.
Okay,
I did
but
not
you
see
don't
it
want
coming.
to you don't want to eat the risk in your investment, though.
No,
Because
no.
you're special. You're not like any other guy who spends a bunch of money and then things don't work out.
I assumed she was going to marry me.
Were you trying to defraud him, darling?
no, I was not. I was not.
What happened here? Why did you end up breaking up with him?
So he offered to pay for all of this stuff, and the reason why we broke up is because his sister Rachel is the one that organized the whole bachelorette party, and she told us both that she was gonna get like a spa treatment day, like a night, and like girls with like champagne and do some spa treatments and facials and stuff like that. And I loved it. That was like so much fun. But what happened was that what I saw was a bus, like a party bus with a stripper inside.
I told her one thing for the bachelorette party.
Who'd you tell?
I
didn't
told it to
organize.
her.
But she's not planning the bachelorette
No,
party.
exactly.
What'd you
but
tell
I told
your sister?
her no strippers.
Right, but what
No
did you
strippers
tell
at the
your
bachelorette.
sister who was planning the bachelorette
I
party?
don't tell her anything, but I told my
Well, but
fiance.
she's planning it. The person who's going to hire the stripper is the planner. So did you say that to your sister?
No, but
There we go.
Your Honor, I told her, and I expect her not to bring it back to. I have children. I don't want it to be that their new mother-in-law or mother is going
Can
to.
I ask you a question? How old are you? Just
a
do
little
it.
over 65.
Okay, and how old are you?
27.
Okay, do you think that the problem your children are going to have is that there's a stripper at a bachelorette party, or do you think that maybe the 65-27 might be the problem your children are
They
already?
might have that, but they love her. They've learned to love
They
her.
did.
She stayed at the house.
And I love them too. Like that
Okay.
was not the issue.
So what happened? You get in the bus.
I got in the bus and I saw the stripper. It was a guy like dressed as a cop.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
my first thought was, oh my gosh, like he's gonna flip. So I went to Rachel and I said, Rachel, I think this is too much. Like he's not gonna like it. And she was like, oh, he's gonna be fine. We're just having a night out. Like he's gonna understand. We're good. And I thought, oh wow, maybe they've talked because they have a great relationship and maybe they've planned this all along for us to have fun. So I told him everything. I was super excited to share with him, and his reaction was just being angry at me, yelling at me, throwing stuff around. I got very scared of my well-being. There were like glasses of like with water and stuff, and I thought at one point he was gonna throw one at me because I was very scared for my well-being.
Well, what was he, not what was going on in your imagination, what was he actually doing?
He was yelling at me bad words.
What was he saying?
That I cheated on him, that I don't want to say it. A B word,
Okay.
a C word.
Can you be any more insecure than that? So, because your sister was arranging a bachelorette party for your fiancé who you got by some miracle, a 27-year-old, when you're 65 and not that good looking, you should count your blessings and pray that she stays with you. But no, you decided to call her all the names in the book and throw stuff at her because your sister hired an exotic dancer for a bachelorette party. Good move. And maybe getting engaged after knowing each other for 6 months, it was mostly a long distance relationship, maybe is a tiny bit too soon. Maybe get to know each other a little bit more so there are no surprises along the way. Let's go back.
And so my question to you, though, is have you always dated older men, or is this the first?
I typically like older than my age, for sure. Because
Right, but
I
not
feel
30 years older than you? I'm sorry, not
That was-
30,
that
40
was-
years older? Like whatever
that was
this...
the first time. I've dated 20 older, but not like 30. But
Okay. So you come to LA,
yeah.
and you ask him for a bunch of things, including what was it, an LA makeover, a Beverly Hills makeover? What was it?
No.
Yes.
I didn't ask him to pay for it, Your Honor. He said it was a treat. He said he wanted
What
to
was it,
treat.
his idea or your idea?
No, he said it. He
Okay.
said it was a treat. He wanted to
Whose
treat.
idea was it for you to go to the dentist and get veneers?
It
His
was
or
his
yours?
idea.
Okay.
He mentioned
and
it.
then what
I
about the makeover and the stylist and all that
Oh
stuff?
my gosh, he was a hairdresser. I just went to the hairdresser to get like new
Okay.
style, to cut my hair.
Did you get a new wardrobe or anything like that?
No.
Okay. So what happened when he's storming around, throwing things and calling you a B and a C? What happened? What did you decide?
Well, I got very scared, and I saw a side of him that I didn't know before. So I gave him the ring, and I said, I'm not gonna marry you. I don't wanna spend the rest of my life with a man that is gonna get these spurts of like, I don't know, aggressivity, and like just be like so like full of rage with me. Like he was not trusting me. There was no honesty within it. I came up
Did
clear.
you ever talk to your sister and say to your sister, what is this?
Yes, I did after this was all over.
And?
I wished I would have talked to her before and told her no strippers.
But what
and
did you, tell me about how the conversation went with your sister. Because
Well-
you know it's your sister who was behind all of it. She was just trying to be a good sister-in-law and throw a bachelorette party.
Yep, but she also said that Claire was way into this too. She was into the stripper, she was into the whole thing. What she's painting her as a little angel now, and it was thrust upon her. She knew it
Oh
was
my God.
coming, and she
Okay.
was glad. She lied to me to start with
was a
that there was
party.
going to
Okay,
be a
stop talking.
stripper. And so my sister told me all that, so I'm not holding my sister totally responsible. She never told her
No,
not to
you
have it.
misunderstand what I'm saying. I don't think anybody did anything wrong. There's no
Okay.
one to hold responsible. You are crazy. I think that you are very, very possessive of your trinket. This child who is probably younger than your children.
And maybe I overreacted, but it was one incident where I overreacted, and I did not want that to go on, and so I don't think she should have left
Did you
me
call
after
her?
I invested
Well,
all that
so
in her.
I'm going to be the judge of that? I'm going to be the judge of whether the 27-year-old wants to stay with a 65-year-old who treats her like she's a child and who calls her a B word and a C word because your sister hired a stripper. You know, I'm going to be the judge of whether she has a right to do that, or if she breaks up with you, she somehow has to pay you all this money that you spent on her. Or am I going to look at this and say, hey, you picked what you were going to do, and you can spend your money however you see fit. And if you choose to spend it on bringing a 27-year-old into your life, and then it doesn't work out because she doesn't want to marry you, too bad for you. I got column A or
I see
column
her
B.
defrauding me, though. I didn't only buy
How
that.
is that
I bought
defrauding you?
flights, I bought her
How is
dinners.
that
I took her to
defrauding
jazz
you? How is that
concerts.
defrauding you?
She
broke
there was
up
an
with
assumption
you
that she was
because
gonna
you
marry
lost
me.
your
She was
beans
assumption she
over
was
the
gonna marry
fact that
me.
your sister threw her a bachelorette party.
And I get upset and she walks out.
Yeah.
And I've already done all that. And I've already paid wedding stuff. I'm not even asking for all the money I've spent, just the partial, just maybe the dental work.
Something tells me that at this point, no one is blaming her for breaking off the engagement. I'm just still surprised that she was actually going to go through with it. That's what because at first I actually thought that she's using him. She's using him to get to LA, to get her appearance where she wants to be, and then just dump him. But no, she was actually, it sounds like, in love with him and wanted to marry this guy, which is very surprising. And I'm sorry, how old are your kids exactly if you're worried about your fiance having an exotic dancer at her bachelorette party? It sounds like your kids might be old enough to go to a strip club all by themselves at this point. But honestly, it's such a shame the age of the kids wasn't brought up. But they did mention a few times that the kids still stay with the dad. So just wondering, do you think they're underage or they're just old kids who decided to stay with the dad? What do you guys think? Let's go back.
And the reason that you're asking for that is because you saw a post that she made, and let me see the post. Let me see the.
She was planning this all along.
When you lose a man but get a glow up, and it's a picture of you.
Your Honor.
And I
Yeah.
paid for the glow up.
Your
That
Honor.
outfit,
Yeah.
that
May I
hair,
speak?
Yeah.
that makeup,
Yeah,
those
you did.
teeth. I did.
Yeah. Somebody
And
put.
then
How
as
big
soon
was
as
the
she had a
gun that
chance, she
someone
was
put to
gone.
your head to make you pay for it? Go ahead.
That photo was posted after a friend came over because I was heartbroken, and she was like, "No, you're young. Let's get out of there." So she was like,
Okay.
We as
I
women
want
need
to
be
say
empowered."
something. I don't care if you used him or were heartbroken. You are very busy trying to persuade me. I don't care. You see, because it's not a lawsuit to spend a bunch of money on your cha-cha and then come to court and tell me I want my money back because it was all a fraud, because I didn't get what I wanted and I get what I want all the time. No, that's not a lawsuit. Verdict's for the defendant. Tough. For goodness sake.
All rise.
Oh my God, I love Judge Millian. The way she put it together at the very end is absolutely brilliant. Of course, you brought this 27-year-old woman in your life, and you proposed after knowing her for 6 months of being in a relationship, and it wasn't even a close relationship. It was a long-distance relationship when most of your talks and interactions were over the phone or FaceTime. And then you decided to spend all this money, and according to her testimony, it was his idea to better her. So I don't know, maybe he got some comments from his friends or his relatives about her appearance, and he decided to make her into her new and improved version. And he fronted all this money for the procedures, and now he wants it back. Well, it doesn't work like this. You were lucky to have this beautiful young woman in your life who was seriously considering marrying you, although you're 65 and have a past and obviously kids and other things going on in your life, while she could be just enjoying herself and marrying someone of her own age and having kids with that person. But no, she picked you, and this is how you decided to treat her. Let her have some fun. It's fine. If your sister was the one who planned the bachelorette party, then your conversation should be with your sister, not with your fiance, who had literally nothing to do with planning. What did you guys think about this case, and what do you think about the judgment? Do you agree with Judge Millian, or do you think she actually has to give some money back to this gentleman? Please put it in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.